it's your girl Rita, spelled R-E-D-A, aka Lil Hitter, back again with another video. Welcome to the channel if you're new. If you're not, how are you? Today, I'm gonna be doing a much awaited story time. Y'all forgive me. This camera right here, but I be looking right here because I can see myself right here. But like, I'm talking to y'all, so I gotta look right here. So just bear with me, because in the last video, I know I was like right here, and then I look right back. So just bear with me. But okay, so today I'm gonna be doing a story time about a friend I had in high school pretended to be his homeboy to get at me. Okay, so boom. So the one who's pretending, I'm gonna name him. What I'm gonna name him? Okay, so the friend I thought I had who was impersonating a homie, I'm gonna name him P. And I'm gonna name the homie / my crush, I'm gonna name him Love. Okay, so fast forward before we start this. Back in high school, I had a crush on Love, and P knew. So I was cool with P, and then Love and P was cool. I talked to Love a little bit, but like not that much. But P knew I had a crush on Love, and you know they was homeboys. So I guess they talk about. I don't know what y'all do, whatever. So there was the thing, and Love was older than me and P, so he graduated, and then he was gone, and then it was just me and P. And let me just say, I was always friends with P. It was never that for me. Like, it would never be that for me. But I could tell, like, P liked me. But it's like, no, P, like, we cool. P even had a girl. I know in this day and age to say dudes be having girls is like not, it's like okay, and but he had a girl. So in my head I'm like, okay, like whatever. So this story takes place in senior year. But me, P, and Love all have known each other since sophomore year. And Love is a year older than us. Okay, so boom. So before this whole situation happened, P was always talking to me in class. You know, we would chit chat, whatever, because we was cool. Like, I was cool with him, for real. Like, but he just was so much. But I was like, okay, like, relax, whatever. So one day, he found my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. We talking on Instagram, and you know what I'm saying, talking, it's like he's like he's in my phone, like good morning, good night, wake up the next day, good morning, text, good night, wake up the next day, good morning. Mind you, still got the girlfriend, and in my head I'm like, this nigga, I'm trying not to say that word. Like, this dude just like, don't you got a girl? Like, I hope you text her before you text me, because the way you're on my phone right now, whoa. And so keep this in mind. I'm telling y'all this right now. Is one particular conversation I was having with Pete. He was like, oh yeah, I'm trying to get this job, whatever, and it paid X amount of money. Let's say it paid $200,000 a year. Okay, whatever. I'm like, oh, that's so good. Like, that's what's up. Like, that's what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? Get to the money, like, what you gotta do, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Keep that in mind, though. Keep that in mind. So we, you know, the conversation, whatever. So then, he get my snap. And I'm like, okay, he got more on my socials, more ways to get to me, but whatever. I'm like, okay. So he snapped me on Snap, whatever. So, out of nowhere, a Snap adds me with Love's name. Now, it had Love's first and last name. Love don't never use his last name on none of his social medias. He barely used his first name. So that was red flag number one. But I'm like, okay, like maybe he made a move. I don't know. Because at this time, Love is not in the city with us no more. He didn't move back home. I'm not gonna say where he's from. He didn't move back home. So he not in the area with us. So boom, right? Dang, I'm getting hot. Let me take this off. So boom, right? I'm like, what's going on? And y'all, I got all the screenshots. I saved them all. There's a lot of them, but I'm not gonna show them. Maybe like one or two here and there, but whatever. So, you know, the snap adds me, and I'm like, this is kind of interesting. But okay, it's like maybe like a couple days after P added me on Snap. Okay, whatever. So boom. And something I forgot to say when I was telling the story, I always be doing this. Like, me and Love, we have like our relationship is kind of weird. So it was like on and off, and we had a lot of like, I don't know, it's just a weird relationship. So it wasn't like, I didn't have him on Snap. Don't even follow each other on Twitter. Like, it's so weird. It's so weird me telling it. We don't even follow each other on Twitter, but like we DM on Twitter, but like it's no like, because it be like it was a lot. So you gotta understand, like when the Snap added me, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, is it actually Love or is it like what's going on? You know what I mean? And in my head, I'm like, okay, well maybe it is Love, and he just made a new Snap to like be incognito type stuff. I don't know, child. I don't know. But that's just a little background so you can understand like how it even got there. It's because me and Love, we are, I don't know, it's like I can't explain it, but it's one of them. It's like a complicated situation. So that's how that all unfolded. Okay, so I had to go back and verify. I'm gonna have to go back and verify how it went every now and then. Okay, so boom, so Love, quote unquote Love, is talking, and he's like, oh, what's up with you? Like, what you doing? Like, I miss you. I'm like, what? Is this really Love? Like, that's so crazy. I almost said his name. P gave you my Snap? Like, how you get my Snap? Like, what's up? Like, he like, oh yeah, like, yeah, it's really Love. Like, you know what I'm saying? What you doing? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm doing this and the third, whatever. He like, oh, okay, well, like, I miss you. Like, what's up? Like, me and you, no games. Like, cause I liked you back in high school, but you was mad playing, like, da-da-da-da. I'm like, is this really Love? Like, because one thing about it, let me tell y'all, Love is like, he don't like, he's not straight up when he tell you stuff. So he won't straight up be like, oh, what's up? Like, I'm trying to get with you. Like, this was how it was back then. Over the phone, at least. He don't do that. He real, like, evade the answer to the question. And, like, he won't. So already I'm like, this don't sound like Love. This sounds like this is P. So I'm already in my head just not believing. Whatever. So he's like, yeah, like, I'm trying to get with you, what's up, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't think that's Love, cause like, what you talking about? Cause back, you want to get with me, then why was you, you know, so hard on Shorty, but not, you know, whatever. So I'm just going along. I'm just playing along. I'm like, okay, let me just see, whatever. Okay, so boom, right? Okay, so he like, yes, baby girl, it's me. Like, it's me, baby. Like, I really like you and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, what? This does not sound like love. Like in my head, I'm like, this is not love. Like in a way. So I'm like, what? Is this really love? If this really you, send me a picture. At this point, I'm like, okay, because we gonna really find out. I'm like, if this is really love, send me a picture. And let me know. He like, what? You don't believe me? Like this really love? Like I get it. Like you a beautiful girl. Bruh, you a beautiful girl and this, that, and the third. And I know like you don't believe me, but it's really me. Like blah 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 blah. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is really P. Trying to act like it's not him, but it's really P. But I'm like, okay, whatever. And so I peep it at this point. So I'm like, okay, let me really play with you, because you thought you really was gonna play with me. Let me really play with you. All right, boom. Okay, but wait, before I tell y'all the next part. When he's like, oh yeah, baby girl, like I want to be with you, da 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 da. I know you don't believe it's me. He gonna be like, oh yeah, and I just got a job and I make like $150K a year. And what? You said what? You said you just got a job, you make $150K a year. Why do you think I'm so dumb that I'm not gonna know it's you? Like, are you serious right now? Like, you really didn't even try. Like, you didn't even try for real. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, and this one, like, oh my gosh, this is really P. So, I'm like, okay. So, like I said, I'm like, okay, let me just see. So, I'm like, okay, if this is really love, I got a few questions for you that only me and love would know the answers to. And he's like, oh, I got a bad memory, but I'll try. Another red flag, but whatever. So I'm like, okay, so what was this? And what was I wearing then? And what we always used to fight about? And what was he talking about? And this, da 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 da. And he's just getting all the answers wrong. Wrong. He only got like one right, but it was an easy one. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, this dude is really dumb. Like, he's really dumb. Like, for real. And I'm like, okay, like, okay, I'm not believing you. This is really P. Like, and I just say it at this point. I'm like, this is P. I don't know why you trying to play like you love. Like, what's going on? Like, what's going on? He's like, no. I said, post a picture, send me a picture right now of you next to the time. And he's like, oh my, like, nah, like my camera, like, da da da. Girl, so then he go and put a picture on his story. Y'all, I'm sorry if the camera angle keep changing. I be having to look on my phone at the screenshots and stuff. So boom, right? So where did I leave off? Oh, I'm like, post a picture on your story. So I know it's you. He's like, yeah, posted a picture just for you. He's like, yeah, like, I don't understand why you don't believe it's me, like, blah 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 blah, like, it's really love, like, like, okay, let me give you one more shot. I'm like, when you came to the game that day and I saw you, did we hug? He said yes. I said lies. It's P. Cause I did not hug love, like, and so now, like, I know for sure, solidified, solid, it's P. And I'm not convinced, like, this is P. So he's like, oh my gosh, like, I really like you. Like, I just thought you was playing. I didn't know if you really liked me back then, you know, but now I'm ready to, like, be in a relationship and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, at this point, I'm getting disgusted. Because now I know that it's not love, it's P. So now you're weird. You're weird. Because not only are you in a relationship, but you impersonating supposed to be your homeboy to come holler at me. Mind you, I don't know if they had a falling out or nothing. So he's like, yeah, like, I just thought you was playing, like, like, you talking too much. So at this point, I'm like, I'm not answering as quickly as I was. I'm not really I'm not really, because like you lying, you weird. Now I don't want to talk to you like you're weird. So y'all, so I'm not, you know, I'm not texting back for as fast. I'm giving short replies, whatever. So at this point, y'all not gonna believe. At this point, P, for real, it was actually P. He gonna snap me and be like, yeah, it's not funny, but it's so, it's so pathetic. Like, are you serious? Like, you didn't even try. You didn't even try. You're like, oh yeah, yeah, like, love. He like, yeah, like, love just texted me and he's mad at you. Like, you should, it's really him. It's really him. You should text him. He like, good night. And I'm like, that's not love. I know it's you, P, but okay. And he's like, no, it really is love. Like, it really is love. Good night again. I'm like, is he serious right now? You really are. It's like, at this point, it's insulting to my intelligence, because like, what did you think? You thought you was Houdini? Like, no, we are not. It's you, P. Like, please get out of my face. So I'm like, okay, this is unreal. Yeah, it get even worse. Like, if this wasn't creepy already, so I go back to the chat with quote unquote love, and I'm like, yeah, I just don't. So I just don't believe you. Like, it's not you. He's like, yeah, it is love. It is love. So I try to call him. Y'all, this on Snapchat. So I try to do like a little video call. Don't pick up the phone. I'm like, why you not picking up the phone? Like, if it's really love, why you don't pick up the phone? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, like, So I call him again. I call him like 2 more times. He don't pick up the phone. This weirdo comes like, oh my god, like, can you do me a favor? Like, I'm really in pain. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, can you just send me a picture? Huh? Can you just send me a picture? Like, y'all, you get where I'm going with it, y'all. When I tell you that block button, ain't never seen a hand click so fast. When he's, what? Are you serious? But before I hit that button, I definitely took them screenshots. Yes, because you would not ever play with me like you didn't do that. So I took all the screenshots, and then I hit the block button. On both of them. I hit the block button on the fake love, and then I hit the block button for P. Because, like, you're weird. And so, in the midst of me doing that, I DM'd love, like, actually DM'd love, like, the real love. And I'm like, okay, like, I don't know. I think this is P, for a whole bunch of reasons, but I just don't think this is your snap. And I sent him all the screenshots. And he like, and he answers like way later, but P's already blocked at this point. He like, and you think it's P? I'm like, yeah, I think it's P, like, for sure. He said, you think it's P? I said, yeah, definitely. He said, what's the username? And I told him what the username was, and he said, nah. He sent a whole bunch of laughing emojis. He said, that's not my snap. My snap is blah, 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 blah. And I was like, yeah. Okay. So now, like, everything is coming at me full force, because, like, real life love just solidified the fact that that's not him. So I was like, oh, wow. So I really did just go through this right now. Like, for real. Like, I actually went through this. Like, wow. Like, this is real life. And so, you know, me and love, we keep talking about it, whatever. whatever. So, the thing about that whole situation was, the only reason why I was still, like, in the beginning, why I was still like, oh, is this really love? Like, what? Is because he was saying stuff that was, like, valid, that was, like, accurate. Like, stuff that we kind of, me and Love for real, actually kind of, like, went through, like, struggled through, kind of.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
Not struggled through, but, like, was relevant to our situation. You know what I mean? But he knew that because he was homies with Love. And he was cool with me. So that's how he knew those few little bits and pieces. It wasn't nothing, like, extreme to where, like, only me and Love would know. But if you was in the mix, you would know. So, but that's why it went on for so long, like it did. But y'all, I'm gonna try to put, I don't know if I'm gonna put the screenshots, but I'll insert them if I feel like I need to. But so boom, I'm like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe, like, Love really got, like, you, like, I'm sorry, I'm still at a loss of words. It's still so disgusting to me to this day. So boom, right? That conversation, that whole thing was happening when I had graduated. Because I graduated high school early. I graduated in January. And I still had to walk in May. But I got my diploma and all that in January. So all that whole thing happens when I'm out of school. So I go back to school because we're doing, like, a little senior walkthrough. And I come back. I walk straight past them. Like, please don't ever speak to me. Like, don't ever. Didn't say a word to him. You know what's up. Don't play with me. So then, that was it. That's whatever. So then I see him. Y'all, I go to college. We in college now. This is years later. This is like my second year of college, I think. And I'm sitting at the table with one of my friends. I'm going to name her Beyonce. I'm sitting at the table with Beyonce. And, Beyonce and P, cool. They still cool. Like, she know what happened, but she's still cool with him. So, and it's me on this side and her on this side. He walking from behind me, so I ain't see P coming up. So he come up, me and Beyonce in conversation, be like, yeah, good, da 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 da. He come up and start talking to Beyonce. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, I feel like I seen a ghost. I'm like, oh, my heart palpitations. I'm like, I know good and well. And so he talking to Beyonce. And then, like, they get done talking. P got the audacity to turn to me as if he was about to speak to me. Child, ooh, it's the audacity that you had, that you thought that you could come up to me and talk to me. Like, are you serious right now? I went right back with Beyonce. So, yeah, Beyonce, like we were saying, like, da-da-da, while he's standing there. Because don't ever, you lost that. So, goodbye. And so, he walked away, as he should. Because, like, I'm not one of them, for real. And so, then he tried one more time. Maybe, like, a couple weeks later. I don't know. I don't remember the time frame. But I was walking past to go to class. And P was standing with another, like, person I knew from high school. We wasn't friends, but, mutual. And I walked straight past. I didn't look. I just kept walking. I said hi to the mutual friend. I said what's up to him, but, I keep walking. P gonna be like, y'all, but hello to you too. Sir. I don't know if y'all know, but I think I'll be like, I be laughing at inappropriate times. So he said, hello to you too. I started laughing. I said, P, I'm not ever speaking to you. Like, don't speak to me. And I'm saying it as I'm walking away. I'm like, please don't ever speak to me. Like, I'm not talking to you. Like, I can't believe, like, you really thought that door was still open. Like, no. And so that was that on that. I walked away, and that was that. And I ain't never seen P since. And I pray to God I don't never have to see him again. Because, like, literally, that story, like, I just hate even telling it because it was so, like, you did all that for some pictures. You impersonated your homeboy to get at me. Like, it's just so, like, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, that's the end of that. I pray, because I can't do it no more. Like, I'm tired. So I hope y'all enjoyed that little story time. It was not a little story time. It was kind of long. It was y'all long, but you know what I'm saying? I had to fill y'all in. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Thank y'all for watching. Let me know in the comments, like, any weird situations y'all went through or whatever, or how you would have felt if you was me, how you would have carried it. You know what I'm saying? How you felt through me telling the story or whatever. Yeah, because that was a lie. Okay, that was a lie. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. It's the way I try to snap my fingers in. Girl. Don't mind a nail polish either. Mind your business. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.